All right, YouTube. This is 2 Cent back at you with my 2 cents on Echoes of Mana. And boy, do we have an update today. And let's get into it. I'm not sure we're all going to be all that happy about what I have to say. So here we are. We got our new banner, Serafina. I think it's a little too soon to have a new banner. I was really hoping to get like a Popio banner or something like that in here, with that same rotation of having a standard banner unit and then a new unit. However, we got a new one here. So let's take a look. Let's go first into the details. There's a couple things I wanted to check prior to looking at her kit here. And that's actually going down to the draw rates down here. Because one thing that happened is we got Serafina, but also Keldric and Kevin banners left. And one of the things I wanted to check is, did they get put into the standard pool? Or what about the memory gems that they had on their banners? Where are they? How are we supposed to get extra copies of those? And I'll tell you what, so far, we don't have a good answer for that. Because when we look down here, there is only the standard banner units and Serafina. No Keldric, no Kevin got added to the standard pool, so I'm not sure how we're supposed to get those in the future. If say you're a new player or anything like that. What I was really hoping is that these units, after their banners left, would get added in, increase that standard pool, because even for those who are spending in this game, which I'm sure there's not a whole lot, but there are some out there that may have all the standard banner units, or we will eventually get there as free-to-play players to not have anything to work on for these standard units, or not even like really want them. And so I was really hoping that our standard pool would be increased, so we might have something to look forward to when we got an off-banner pool. But that didn't happen. Let's double check down here for the memory gems, and nope. They're not there either. So I'm hoping that maybe it's just something with the transition with the Serafina banner, and maybe the next banner will have them. But I'm having my doubts now, since it's this would make sense for when to have that transferred over. But enough about the negative. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at the unit. And we got Serafina here, which I think artwork great. I think she's top tier looks, of course. But what I didn't like about the bow user version of her was that she was kind of a mixed damage unit there. And it looks like that's just kind of been her thing. And maybe that she's in the main mana games, maybe that's part of her kit or something like that there. I don't know. But it seems that that's what they've done to her again here. They gave her the same amount of strength and same amount of intellect, so I guess maybe if you decide to build one way or the other, or at least to have an equal amount there. But looking down here, she's going to have her special technique, which is going to give her a self buff of both strength and intellect, and deal physical damage. Okay, 8%, 10 seconds, whatever. Then she's going to have Eclipse here, and it's going to be physical damage. And then she's going to have Evil Smash. Deals dark magic damage, but then also has a con debuff. So not only do we have Duran, and then we just got Hawkeye, but now we're going to have Serafina being able to do a con debuff, which her 3-star version does as well. So now we're going to have 3 main 4-star units out there for people to use to have con down, or debuff there, however you want to look at that. And that just seems like a lot compared to the fact that we don't have a spirit down for 4-star yet, or even at a 3-star. We just have the 2-star Julius for that. So I'm kind of wondering where that is, and maybe they're wanting us to focus on a physical meta first, but then why is this a magic attack anyway? So being kind of split there, I think, does create a little bit of issue, because her normal attack is going to be based off of physical damage, and then her ST is going to be physical, and her other skills physical. So you're not going to want to build magic, and so anytime you use that, you're getting a watered down version of a skill. And that just doesn't feel great. Just make it physical damage. Just so what? She gets to do some extra damage with it. So I'm not thrilled about that piece of it. Once again, support skills. Moving on here to just the normal ST gauge up 1, and then the paired ally on skill use, strength 10%. I'm not a big fan of these. I want a self buff and a paired buff, or a really, really strong paired buff. And I think 10% strength on skill use, not going to be that great. If you do look at it in the sense of her kit, if you're playing her just for that con break, and you bring her out, you con break, and then you switch to your main DPS unit, sure, you can get that extra strength there. I'm not going to be like too favorable on it, because I think we just got a couple other units that are filling this role and filling it better, because at least Duran's debuff stacks or scales off of his physical damage too. So anyhow, moving on from Serafina, needless to say, not super impressed at first glance there. Now, the new card, this Hostile Interrogation card, I'm liking it. It is a strength-based card with so much HP on it as well. And its ability is on dark attack. Normal attack and ST damage is increased by 30%. My Kevin is looking at this and he is salivating just a little bit. And I think this would be really nice to have for him. With that being said, I'm actually going to go, and I'm just going to YOLO one pull here since we have the half off. This is about all the further I'm going to go in on this banner, because the last one sapped it all out of me, and I'm not going to do that. In fact, I'm not sure I'm going to spend any more money in this game until I see some other improvements on it. So let's go ahead and try this half off one. Maybe we'll get lucky. Let's see. Oh, we got some stars. We are indeed getting somewhat lucky here, and it is a memory gem. Maybe I can get the one I'm looking for here. Alright. Going up to the stars. Oh, and we're going to have a change here. Oh, just a yellow. Okay, Creeping Vine, which I did not have any of those ones yet. Let's see here. Rulers of the World. Well, at least that is a card I do not have maxed, and I'm using definitely one that I want to have maxed out for eventually when we do get to that magic meta, and I'll need it for that Crimson Wizard or Angela. Well, let's see here. I do have my tickets here. We can get to that banner. Well, they are one apiece. We're not going to do those right now, because I'm not going to think that we are going to go through one at a time for 15. I really think this should be a button for all here to make it easier. So anyway, that's been my first impressions on Serafina. Looks like a unit you can definitely pass on, especially if you have Hawkeye or Duran. I don't think she's going to bring anything special to the table besides that that artwork, which is looking good. But other than that, keep your crystals, and that's been my 2 cents.